exhilarating, momentous, and at times disastrous 7-year odyssey. On his journey, he would go far beyond the confines of the classical world and would irrevocably alter them. In these new places, from the barren Central Asian steppe to the fertile river valleys of Pakistan, he would meet nomadic Scythian warriors and naked Indian ascetics, face enormous battles and small but dangerous conspiracies, lose an army, find a new home. By the time he died in Babylon at the age of 32, Alexander would create the largest lifetime empire in history save that of Genghis Khan. His choice had world historical repercussions, destructive but also transformative, that echo to this day. Alexander's choice to go east has perplexed and vexed his biographers. So have many other decisions he made in his last years. Time and again, Alexander had the opportunity to turn back, take the easy way out, go home. He never willingly did. For some, this made him an unhinged megalomaniac. For others, a visionary. The truth is more complicated. As he struggled eastward, Alexander was transformed from the invincible young conqueror of popular legend. He became instead a pragmatic, opportunistic, mature man, frequently unorthodox and at times unheroic. During his last years, Alexander knew defeat as well as victory. He faced down a seemingly intractable guerrilla war and 2 major army protests. Married 3 times, Macedonian kings were polygamous, survived barely a direct hit to the neck, several assassination attempts, and a deep chest wound, and buried his closest friend. In the eyes of many observers, and perhaps his own as well, in his last years, Alexander had failed, and his failures, like his victories, were immense. Historians pass over these years quickly or highlight only a few lurid incidents. There is more to tell. The last years of Alexander were not just the sordid aftermath of a once impressive career. They were, in fact, what made him great. It is true that Alexander failed, hugely and repeatedly, but he also responded to his failures with grit, resilience, and an open-minded flexibility uncommon for his age or for any other. He learned, slowly but surely, that although he had the best army in the world, the most brilliant generals, and an unsurpassed military budget, he could not solve his problems through force alone. Instead, he had to compromise, to integrate, and to live with imperfect solutions, so that in the empire he had created, the conquered had a stake as well as the conquerors. In essence, Alexander became great only in his neglected final years, after his empire struck back. So Alexander's story is not, as so often, one about a charismatic leader changing the course of empire and history. Instead, it is about how the empire changed him. As he faced external rebellions, internal conspiracies, protests, and a brutal, unforgiving landscape, Alexander learned to think, fight, and love differently. Out of this crucible, he forged his legacy, the integrated and globally interconnected Hellenistic world. Alexander's was not the ancient world's first global empire, but it was by far the most ambitious and integrated in the years before Roman rule. Its creation was unexpected, perhaps even by the great conqueror himself. It was formed from the union of the Persian Empire with the ambitious yet constantly quarreling Greek city-states and Alexander's own kingdom of Macedonia. Of the 3, few would have predicted that Macedonia would lead. In the years just preceding Alexander's conquest, Persia was an immense, powerful, and at times vulnerable empire. Under its first kings, Persia had rapidly expanded from its center in present-day Iran east to Pakistan, west to Turkey, and south to Egypt.